In the mid-20th century, listening to recorded music required a physical commitment. You had to pull a large vinyl disc from its sleeve, place it on a turntable, and carefully drop the needle into the groove. Given this captive audience, artists like Pink Floyd stopped writing isolated, standalone songs and started building expansive audio worlds. They used the long-play record as an architectural space for long-form storytelling. A true concept album operates as a strict ecosystem. It requires the listener to follow a narrative thread from the first note to the last, making the entire hour-long experience significantly richer than hearing any single track in isolation. The format was an exercise in demanding and holding human attention for a full 60 minutes. It required a dark room, a good pair of headphones, and deep patience. Today, that kind of patience is rare. The digital streaming economy fragments our focus into vertical clips and algorithmic loops, where the first 15 seconds of a track dictates whether it survives or gets skipped. In an environment designed for immediate gratification, the slow burn transitions and atmospheric interludes that defined classic records are heavily penalized by streaming algorithms. If a listener doesn't immediately grasp the track, they move on. This line graph maps an audio waveform specifically designed for modern consumption. In this model, the hook expands to fill the entire duration of the track, becoming the product itself. By conventional metrics, a 60-minute narrative conflicts directly with an ecosystem built to fracture our focus into tiny, bite-sized pieces. Yet the desire for long-form stories remains. Modern artists have adapted by employing a tactic we can call modular songwriting, allowing the grand narrative to hide in plain sight. Think of a modern album like this geometric structure. Tracks are engineered to break apart, allowing a 15-second segment to function as a viral clip. But for the purist, these isolated hooks organically drift back together, interlocking to reform the cohesive narrative system. The short-form clip acts as a highly functional trailer. It captures attention in the feed, serving as a functional gateway to pull the listener into a hidden, deep listening experience. To bind these fragmented pieces back into an hour-long ecosystem, producers use thematic motifs, recurring sequences of notes or distinct audio textures, like the specific continuous hum of an analog synthesizer. These recurring sonic signatures are woven throughout the tracklist. Even if a listener skips around, they encounter the same distinct piano string resonance or bass line, building a strong sense of subconscious continuity. When consumed back-to-back in an uninterrupted session, these subtle, interlocking threads reward the listener's patience, creating a psychological payoff that a standalone single cannot offer. The narrative thread of the concept album didn't snap under the pressure of the streaming era. It adapted, moving from an overt, theatrical performance into a subtle, structural undertone. This adaptation also pushed the format beyond strictly auditory boundaries. We are now seeing the concept album migrate into what we might call the visual era. Artists like Tyler the Creator and Beyoncé pair their modular track lists with high-concept short films, deliberate fashion choices, and intricate world-building lore, turning the release of a record into an all-encompassing cultural event. This multimedia universe creates a level of immersive depth and context that simply cannot be replicated by an isolated audio snippet on a phone screen. Elaborate visual and narrative world-building has become a necessary anchor for an audience navigating a fragmented attention economy. In many ways, the modern modular concept album functions identically to prestige TV, an ambitious, meticulously crafted monolith. While this long-form format isn't meant for quick daily consumption, its sheer gravity dictates the broader cultural conversation the moment it arrives. The brutal attention economy did not kill the concept album. It forced the medium to integrate film, fashion, and modularity into a single unified experience.